I'm Shannon and I'm in my mother's kitchen. We're going to be making holiday fudge today, and it is Thanksgiving week. The first thing you want to do with fudge is make sure which pan you want to use. You can use a Pyrex pan to measure out how deep you want the pieces. 1 inch, half an inch, quarter of an inch, depending on the size and how big the pan is. I chose to go with a Pyrex pan for a little bit bigger piece, and you really want to make sure that the butter that you use, you also use in the bottom of the pan. And that's my buzzer for the butter. Just a minute, let's make sure we check it. So the liquids that we're going to be using is 1 stick of butter, 1 can of Carnation's milk, evaporated milk, and 4.5 cups of sugar. That's already boiling right behind me. You want it to come to a rolling boil, and a rolling boil means that it still boils as you stir it, and it will not go down as you stir it. You have 18 ounces of chocolate chips, and most packages don't come in 18 ounces, so you have to make sure that you measure them to put those in there. 1 teaspoon, of vanilla. And then 1 7-ounce jar of marshmallow mix. It's kind of sticky to get this out, so I use the edge and then pull it out. And do that a few times. Makes it a little easier. I personally use a spatula to mix it all up as opposed to a wire whisk. It's just by preference. You can do whatever you'd like. Let's head over now to our mixture that's been boiling for maybe about 4 minutes. It's supposed to be boiling for 7 minutes. This is what a rolling boil should look like. Is as I'm stirring it, it still is boiling on top of itself. The key with cooking and baking is you will need to have exact minutes or seconds. That's with baking or cooking things like this. I'm doing 7 minutes because I want my fudge to be a medium-sized consistency. If you go 5 minutes, you're going to have softer fudge. If you go 8 or 9 minutes, it's going to be a little bit harder. You also don't want to scrape the rims of the pan here, and you don't want to scrape the rims of the pan so that you have sugar coating into the mixture. If you do, that will cause crystallized sugar in your fudge, and it won't come out creamy. So we're 20 seconds away now from having to transfer it over to the silver bowl. Don't forget, the silver bowl will get really hot from this boiling temperature. The metal bowl will be giving it conduction heat, and it can burn your fingers, so just make sure that you watch out. And now that we're done with that, we're going to take it back over to our chocolate. I'm going to go ahead and pour it in there. And the consistency should be kind of a liquid consistency when you pour it into your Pyrex. The chocolate melts fastest, and the marshmallow melts second. Here's what it looks like as I'm just starting to mix it up. You want to kind of do it as fast as you can because you don't want it to turn hard in the bowl. It's the reason why you have a nice metal bowl, for the good conduction of the heat, so that it heats up and melts it really fast. Go ahead and move some of this stuff aside so we have a good area. Like I said, the marshmallow takes a little bit longer to stir in there. And this is okay at this point in time to use the rimmed edges. You're not going to be mixing up the sugar or crystallizing it or anything. You just want to make sure that you get it nice and even. At this point in time, almost all of the marshmallow marshmallow is now melted. And you have a nice consistency that's going to pour into the Pyrex. So here I go. I'm just going to pour it in. It kind of looks like frosting. Also, again, it's okay to scrape the sides of the bowl. Go ahead and fill your whole pan here. Another good thing with a lot of my recipes is that a lot of recipes can be frozen, and this is one of them. You can make this on Thanksgiving week and let it sit, put it in the freezer for Christmas and holiday season for friends, family, and guests. And now you have a nice big batch of fudge. And that's it. Thank you.